Hello friends, welcome to Suresh Aggarwal's Mathematics Shortcuts. Your one stop for learning all the mathematics short tricks, and I hope you are watching all these short tricks related to our chapter number 3 of the ebook of short tricks. Chapter number 3 actually is based on the division and divisibility hacks. Division is one thing where most of the students struggle because they are not comfortable with tables, and that is why the chapter is more important. In this video, I am going to simplify dividing numbers by 19. 19 times table, again little difficult, but small sequence of steps and you will get through and you will divide any number by 19 virtually mentally. But practice is a must, and if you just see the video and think you will be able to do it, you are badly mistaken. You need to put in hours and hours of practice doing at least 30-40 questions based on a particular trick, and only then the application part comes in. So watch the complete video to learn something special. And before getting into the concept and the steps involved in the video, let me tell you that this ebook of short tricks which we have brought out has around 28 different chapters which covers 350 such amazing short tricks which you might not be knowing, and those who know it, they crack the multiple choice questions effectively and get into the big universities and good MNCs as a profession. So quant exams, it is not a dream if you study through the ebook of short tricks. How to get it? Just send me a message on WhatsApp. I'll tell you the nominal costing and the procedure to get to this ebook of short tricks. This is the WhatsApp number 9896369963. You can find the details and my WhatsApp number in the description of this video as well. So friends, let's get into the concept and the steps involved in performing this division by 19. Now, let me start with a proper fraction. That means the numerator is less than 19, but if in case the numerator is more than 19, then you can reduce the improper fraction to a mixed number. Like suppose the question is 18 upon 19, I can follow the process directly. But if the question is like let's take 29 upon 19, so you will have to write this as 110 upon 19 and then follow these sequence of steps on 10 by 19, and your answer will be the whole number part 1 point whatever you get by following the steps here on 10 by 19. So this is an extra thing if the numerator is greater than the denominator, that is 19, right? So you need to remember that. So I will tell you the steps by taking 18 upon 19, that is dividing 18 by 19. So the first thing you have to do is to consider the numerator 18. So your answer is obviously going to be 0 point something, right? Because it is a proper fraction. Now this number 18, first thing you will do is to divide this by 2. So whenever you divide an even number by 2, the remainder will be 0. So you will get a quotient. Here the quotient is 9 and the remainder is 0. The quotient 9 forms the first digit after decimal when you divide 18 by 19. The quotients will come here. Now what is the next step? That is one of the important things. You have to put these values in the expression 10r plus q. That means 10 into remainder plus the quotient. Now here the remainder is 0, so 10r doesn't matter. So you have to take only the quotient. So 10r plus q will give you 10 into 0 plus 9, which is 9 only. And now again do the same thing. Divide this by 2. You will get the quotient as 4 and remainder as 1. So since you got the quotient as 4, you will have 4 as the next digit of your answer. And now because remainder is 1, so you need to find this again and carry on repeating this process. So 10r plus q now will become 10 into 1 plus 4, that gives us 14, and again divided by 2, so you will have a quotient of 7 and a remainder of 0. So quotient 7 means you got another digit after decimal. Remainder 0 now, so 10r plus q will give you only 7. Next step will be 7 upon 2, and 7 upon 2 will give you a quotient of 3 and a remainder of 1. Quotient 3 means the next digit is 3, and you can continue on and you will find the answer for the question. So your answer for 18 divided by 19 is 0.9473 and so on. I have found out 4 digits. If you want to find out 7 digits, 8 digits, you can continue this process on the next quotient and you will find more digits. So this is the concept used in the trick. Now, before I get into these questions, let me tell you that when I tell you a trick to divide numbers by 19, you can't apply it on 29 or 39. It is only used for 19 only, and that is very important. So many messages on WhatsApp, sir, I tried applying this trick on this number, it didn't work. Mathematics is like that, it tells you that nothing applies to everything. If you apply a trick to a particular set of numbers, you can apply it to those numbers only. So this is for division by 19 only. Okay, so let's get into the first question. We have to do 2 upon 19. So it's a proper fraction, so 0. See the numerator. Numerator is 2. Now when you divide 2 by 2, you get a quotient of 1 and a remainder of 0. Remainder of 0. So the first quotient is 1, so you get a 1 here. And now comes the important step. Here we have the quotient 1. So I have to do 10 into r. R is 0 plus 1, which gives me 1. And now if I divide 1 by 2, I don't have a quotient because 1 is smaller than 2. So what do I do here? I'll put a 0 in the answer here and a 0 in the numerator here, making it 10. See, there are some special things which you find out when you start doing questions. Now 10 divided by 2 gives me a quotient of 5 and a remainder of 0. So the quotient of 5 becomes my next digit, and now 5 divided by 2, the same process, quotient becomes 2, remainder becomes 1, and so the quotient 2 gets me the next digit, and I can follow the process now. 10 into remainder is 1 plus quotient is 2, so this gives me 12. 12 by 2 is 6 with a remainder of 0. So 6 comes here, and next digit you can continue finding using the same process by finding 10 into r plus q, and as many digits as you want you can find for this 2 divided by 19. 0.10526 is the first 5 digits. Likewise, suppose you have to do 13 by 19. Now again it's a proper fraction, so 0 point, right? Now I'll reduce the number of steps. Here we have the numerator as 13. So I will start with 13 divided by 2. You have to take the half, right? 13 divided by 2. That will give me a quotient of 6 and a remainder of 1. So I have written 6 and 1. Now I have to take this and 10 times this. 10 into 1, 10 plus 6, 16. So 16 divided by 2 gives me a 8 and a 0. So 8 comes here. And now 10 into 0, 0 plus 8, 8. 8 by 2 gives me a 4 and a 0. So 4 comes here. 10 into 0 plus 4 gives me a 4. So 4 divided by 2 gets me a 2 and a 0. So 2 comes here. And you can follow this method now. 2, again 2. So 2 divided by 2 gets me 1 and a 0. So 1 comes here. And finally, when you divide 1 by 2, what will happen is you will have to put a 0, getting you a 0 here, and you will have a 5 as the quotient and a 0, and then you can continue the process, and here you have the answer. 13 divided by 19 is 0.68422105 and continued indefinitely. Isn't that amazing? How many digits you are finding by repeated halving of the quotient? Let's learn this skill now by taking some improper fractions. So 27 divided by 19. Let's convert that to a mixed number first. 19 ones are 19, 8 upon 19. So your answer is 1 point because you have a whole number part here. And for the numerator here, I will do the same thing. 8 divided by 2 means 4 and a 0. So 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2 and a 0. So 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1 and a 0. So 1. 1 divided by 2 doesn't work. So I have to put a 0. Put a 0 here. This gives me a 5 and a 0. So 5. Next, we have a 5. So 5 divided by 2 gets me a 2 as the quotient and 1 as the remainder. So 2. And then 10 into 1, 10 plus 2, 12. 12 divided by 2 gets me a 6 and a 0. So 6, and this process continues. 1.4210526. See how many digits you can find. You can continue this on this 6 and you will find amazing results. Likewise, 43 divided by 19. Now 13 2 times 19 2 times rather is 38. So we have a 5. So 5 over 19. And so your answer will be 2 point something, the whole number part. Now start with the 5. 5 by 2 gives me 2 as the quotient, 1 as the remainder. So 2. Now 10 into 1 plus 2 is 12. So 12 by 2 gets me a 6 and a 0. So 6 comes here. Now 6 by 2 gets me a 3 and a 0. So 3 comes here. Next we have 3 by 2 gets me a 1 and a 1. So 1 comes here. 10 into 1, 10 plus 1, 11. So 11 by 2 gets me a 5 and a 1. So 5 comes here. And one more step. This is 10 into 1, 10 plus 5, 15. So 15 by 2 gets me a 7 and a 1. So 7 comes here. And you can follow the same process to get more digits like this. 2.263157 is the decimal representation of 43 divided by 19. So friends, a lot of things go into this, finding the patterns and giving it to you. So you need to subscribe the YouTube channel. That will be a great benefit to the educators, and along with subscription button you have this bell shaped icon, which is all important. If you only subscribe, it is no use. You have to click the bell icon for getting all the notifications on your mobile. So practice this division by 19, and I'm sure you are going to feel more comfortable as you progress through more and more practice questions. Tell me in the comment box below, did it work for you? All the best.